It's compelling, it's cutthroat, it's chaotic, it's clever, it's controversy and chaos, baby.
Okay. Okay, Black. I got my
Somebody
nails
was
done
like,
yesterday.
"Oh, those are cute." I literally
Those
just bought
little
some
classy.
press-ons that look exactly like that. I'm gonna wear them for the wedding I'm going to. But I don't know. Like, first of all, I love a nice manicure, especially when I'm typing, so I could, you know.
Yes, like manicure
And
nails look better on a keyboard.
yeah,
It just
and
does.
black. I don't know why I decided to do black, but this is my
I like
first
the black.
time, and I like it. I like it. I've never done this before.
I like
Normally,
the
I'm
black.
a white or like a pink girly, but the black is doing something for me.
I like the black. You know, every so often when people be like, get black on your toes, and I'd be like,
I've never done that.
I would, like, I think it would just eat. However, my toenails, because I've been getting gel polish for so long, they're so thin that I get the same colored pink all the time. Because, like,
Yeah.
in the inevitability that they chip, you can't tell because they're the same color of my fucking toes. So, like the other day, the ADHD in me and spatial awareness be kicking my ass because how do I bumped into like the corner of the door that I know was there. I knew the door was open. I hit my toe. My damn toenail cracked, bitch. My toe was bleeding. I hit it so hard.
Gotta be careful before you get that fungus on your toe.
Girl, luckily it was just like the corner that my toenail had like grew out a little bit, so it wasn't like super attached. But I had to like the one piece that was, I had to like yank it off, and I was like, oh my god, it hurts so bad. I was like, now come on, you too grown to be bumping into the door.
Oh, I bump into stuff all the time.
As if I don't know that the door is there. It's bad. Like I always got like a bruise on my hip because I be bumping into stuff. The same thing all the time. You would think I would just move. Nope. That's common sense. So I don't do that.
I just feel like this has been a crazy past couple of weeks. Not crazy, but just like drastic changes. You know, I started my new job and I honestly can say that I love it. And I haven't even gotten to the nooks and crannies of my job. And this is about to be week 3. But I will say that technically last week was, next week will be week 3. But I will say that, so I work for a nonprofit and this is the first time I've ever worked for a nonprofit, and it's completely different from traditional corporate. Mind you, I'm still operating in a corporate space because I'm HR, but it's just very different. Like the environment is very different. Like, I don't know. Now I see why people work for like nonprofits and like never go back to like regular corporations or whatever you want to call it.
You think they're just run differently or like
They're
environment wise?
Environment wise, and I think also the type of nonprofit that I'm working for values and is structured off of your mental health and your work-life balance. That also could be it, but it's just definitely a different environment and a different vibe. I've never experienced something like
No, that's
this.
good. It
Honestly.
seems like it's kind of like a be about it kind of thing, right? Like your mission can't be mental health and all your employees' mental health is in the toilet. Like that can't do it. But whereas regular corporate jobs, they're like, oh yeah, we provide benefits and we want you to be healthy and all that shit. But they don't. As soon as your shit start affecting the bottom line, baby, you got to go quickly.
Now, mind you, I mean, there is still a level of professionalism that you obviously need to have.
Right.
But like, I've never had a job that said they care about your mental health and well-being and actually showed it. Like, for example, every Monday, we have Monday morning yoga for 30 minutes. Like, and it's work from home. So they do like, you know, appropriate desk yoga so that like you can control your breathing, your stretching, and like all these different things. So I'm like, oh, wow, this is not what I'm used to, but this is cool. This is cool. So
I love that.
We'll see. And also like my manager or supervisor, she's just kind of like, listen, work at your own pace and enjoy things being like not so fast paced because there is going to come a time where it's like, yeah, we're ramping up. So enjoy this time.
Yes, enjoy being new and not having to like overdo it. It's just like, nah, I'm the new girl. I don't know anything.
Yeah. And so like the old me would be trying to speed through training, speed through this, speed through that. Like, let me get to my job. Now I'm like, no, let me actually bask in the newness. So,
yeah, be the new girl. You feel like waiting is like, as I guess however many months was, I don't even know, child, to like not just like jumping on any new employer kind of help with like changing your mindset around how you show up at work?
For sure. I literally took 6 months off of work. And I think also I didn't just apply to any and everywhere. I was very like, if it ever came across that it was going to be a job or a position that in 6 months to a year I'm going to be trying to get out of, I didn't apply to it.
Oh, that's good.
So I literally didn't apply to, I think the whole 6 months I went through maybe four different positions that I had maybe interviewed for, this, that, and the third. So it's not that much in the grand scheme of things. And also, and I know I'm fortunate what was that? I know I'm fortunate enough to be able to do that because that's not the case for most people.
Right.
And the job market is definitely, So, I'm grateful that I've been able to take my time and kind of figure out what exactly it is. And also, I can use, like, even though I'm working in HR, there are other areas and lanes that I can kind of use my other skill sets, like my graphic design stuff and all these other things, and actually be properly compensated. Not just do this job. So
not Sierra do it.
Yeah.
We need proper compensation over here.
Yes. Excited about that. So I'll keep you posted.
Good.
I'll keep you
We
posted.
love when being choosy works out for us.
Picky choosy. Are we doing a random question today? Because
of course.
I have a hefty list because the thoughts have just been running through my mind, and I haven't been calling you randomly because I haven't had the chance to.
I know we haven't talked, and I've been like, dang, she's probably busy. I can't just be calling all day now.
No, like the crazy thing is, like, I will have like random meetings. Like last week, had at least 4 meetings every day because working in HR, you want to meet everybody on your staff and on your team, and everybody's pretty much remote. So it's kind of like I have to call you via Teams, FaceTime, or whatever. Right. How else am I supposed to meet you? Like, so I've been doing a lot of that. But But what is one thing, and it could be surface level because mine is very surface level. Okay. What is one thing that you really want to do but you're like afraid to do?
In what sense? Like anything?
I mean, you want me to go first? Mine's very surface level. But you don't have to be surface level because sometimes I'll be taking it deep and I don't have to. But today is very surface level because okay, let me just preface this by saying, fuck it, I'm not prefacing nothing. I'm just going to talk how I want to talk.
Okay.
I feel like I go through this every year around my birthday, trying to discover like how I want to present, right? Like who do I want to be? Who do I want to show up as? And I've come to conclusion that my aesthetic that I want to grow into or that I've been working towards is more of like a polished girl look. Polished but bold, not boring. Like I'm not going to be minimalistic, but polished, like very effortless, but still put together all the time. Right. And that brought me to the conclusion that I have to take a break from the wigs because yes, I love a good wig, but the maintenance for said wigs is just too much. And my day-to-day lifestyle, I don't want to be having to worry about if the lace is laid, if this is blending, if the wig cap, it's just too much. Like, it's just too much. I can't do it right now. And also with my natural hair, that's a lot of maintenance too. And I don't want to get a perm. The only way I'm going to get a perm is if I get a shortcut. So for now, I'm not ready for that. So I booked me an appointment to get a sew-in. And I feel like sew-ins with leave out will have maintenance, but I think that'll be easier for me to maintain. That'll be easier for me to maintain than
wigs.
The wigs. Yeah. So the thing that I really want to do that I'm not ready to do is cut all my hair off and get a perm. But I'm not going to do it yet.
Listen.
I'm not going to do it yet. But that's what I really want to do. I want me a nasty pixie mullet. But I'm not ready. So I'm going to try the sewing thing because I haven't had a sewing since 2015. And that's when you dyed my bundles blonde, honey blonde. And I was a honey blonde girl. Yeah. That was the last time. That was the very last time. So I'm going to give the sew-ins a try. And yeah. We'll see. Maybe this time next year I'll be ready to do a snip. Yeah.
Like, my issue with sewing. It's not the sewing itself. It's the color of my fucking hair.
Yeah.
That shit grinds my gears. I'm like, I need to know who in my family has this color hair because I have beef with them. I never just wanted to be a 1B girly so bad. Like this, like what color is this? I don't know. They don't sell it.
I don't know.
Having to try to dye it to match it is like, girl, I don't even know what combination of colors I should be using.
Yeah.
And then it's like, if you find people that will color your bundles and are like really good at color, you're basically paying to get your hair done twice. I gotta buy said bundles, pay for you to dye them, then pay for me to get the sewing done. Like, I've spent 3 times the amount of money, and it's just like, you know what? It's not even fucking worth it to me.
Yeah.
The only time I was ever able to get sewings is when my hair was dyed.
Yep.
That was the only time I could ever get it. And it was just like, I love it, but it just don't work out for me.
Yeah.
Okay. But now let me think of something that, well, I don't know if it's necessarily something I'm scared of. I just kind of, it's like one of those things I just like kick the can down the road. You know, I've always wanted to go to bartending school. For what purpose? I don't know. I just really like it. I've always been fascinated by it, and I just want to learn it.
Yes.
I have just never had the opportunity to just be like, okay, this is the time I'm going to go. I have nothing else to do. I can do it. Because most of the classes are at night. So it kind of just like, work all day. Now I got to go do this at night. Sometimes it'll be feasible sometimes. But that's one thing I would really, really, really love to do. Another thing, skydiving. Before children, I would have just been like, oh, fuck it, we ball. And before breaking my leg. So now it's like the combination of those two things. It's like, nope.
Let me think about this.
But I really want to do it. And I just feel like, okay, if I wait till I get older, bitch, I might have a heart attack. So I got to do it right now. But I've always wanted to do it. That is one thing that's always been on my bucket list. And I just don't know if I'll ever be satisfied until I check it off. I'll be satisfied. Like, I'll be fine.
I'm telling you right now.
But
I'll go with you up in a hot air balloon, but I'm not coming down with you.
I want to go to Turkey to go to their hot air balloon like festival. I want to go to Turkey just to do that.
Yes, hot air balloon I can do, but jumping out the plane I cannot. And I know that because, for those who don't know, my husband proposed to me at what is called I Fly. I was up in the air, indoor skydiving. Everybody comes out with the signs, will you marry me, blah, blah, blah. And all I could think about was, Hillary Banks, will you marry? And then my body just gave out. That's all I thought about. And I said, yeah.
Not Trevor.
I thought I was about to be Trevor. My whole body just lost complete. I had no control of my body. I started flipping around. I was in such shock. And so that's as much as skydiving you're going to get from me, babes.
I've done that. I did iFly. And what I got from that, my body hurt. I don't know about you, but when I left there, I was sore as hell. And I was just like, is this what it feels like to go skydiving? Am I going to be sore?
Because I think like your body naturally wants to fight against what's happening. But like you have to just let your body go. Let your body go.
Yeah, because it's like iFly, it's like you're not really falling because it's air pushing you up, but your body's like, no, bitch, we're falling. Fall. Yeah. And it's like, no. And they're like, relax. I'm like, I can't relax, bitch. What? I
can't.
But I did that. And
I cannot.
It was really fun. And I was like, okay, maybe that will scratch the itch. And I'm just like, every so often I think about it and I'd be like, I think I could skydive.
Well, how about every so often?
I go to iFly.
So you go to iFly and you see, you know, where that is and how that's going for you. And then maybe for like a milestone birthday, maybe 35, I don't know. You travel and you do your little skydive thing, you know? But just know I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. I'll go with you, but I ain't jumping. And you ain't pushing me either.
I wouldn't make you go and do it. You got to sign up for it.
Yeah, I ain't signing
up. Little content. But I have to get Colin to go with me then. Like, I'm not going by myself.
Oh, yeah, of course. I honestly think
we're the same age. So I'm like, come on, we're both 35 this year.
Do it.
Hell no. My mom don't like, hell no. Absolutely not.
She seems
absolutely not. Absolutely not. That lady be about to cry if we put her on a roller coaster. Absolutely.
For real?
Girl, a roller coaster with a hill, you could forget about it. She's not trying to go. She doesn't like that drop feeling. I remember we went to Busch Gardens I was about to say with my kids, with my school, our field trip. And I can't remember what grade I was in. Maybe like 2nd or 3rd grade. I was a little bit, maybe like, I was little. So maybe like 3rd or 4th grade, because, you know, I'm small. And I was able to get on the rides. So she always had like one rule, like, fine, I'll get on one ride. And me being the person that I am, I'm going to pick the ridest of the rides. Right. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm like, fine, you gave us the rule. We get one. Okay. But I'm going to pick the one. So we went to Busch Gardens. It was fine. We get on that damn roller coaster, and my mom, mind you, I went to a Christian school. Why is my mama up there Christian on the damn?
I knew it. Listen, I would have been cussing too. I would have been
She
cussing too.
was cussing on that damn. I'm like, oh my God, Mom,
Because
really?
why would you make me do that? Why would you
Listen,
make
that
me
was
do
her
that?
rule. One ride. So, and she went in replace of one of my friends. Her mom was like, hell no. So she took both of us on the ride.
You're not right.
So, but she's always been like that. The kids who she don't really want to do it, but for the kids, she'll do it. And for like other people, like if their parents wasn't doing it, she would just like, all right, come on, you can come with us.
Bite the bullet. Like, all right.
Yeah, like, come on, Mom. Don't be no hoe. Don't be no scared mom. Let's go.
I'm gonna be a hoe. I'm gonna be a scared mom. I don't like roller coasters. The last time I went on a roller coaster was when Matt and I took a weekend trip or a day trip or something like that as a date to King's Dominion. And I think we were like 20 years old or 21 or something like that. And that's when I realized, yeah, I'm going to go to the parks. It's not even that I'm scared because I'll do it because I ain't no hoe. But I don't like the feeling. And that's when I realized, yeah, I'm not going into the rest of my life doing things that I don't want to do. Like, I'm not doing it.
I love a good roller coaster. It's just like, gets me going. I love it. Girl. Like, I want to go to Cedar Point, like, so I can ride. They have some of the tallest roller coasters, I think, in the country. Mm-hmm. And I want to say that I've done it. So maybe that might be my replacement of skydiving, because some of them rides I think are like 500 feet in the air.
My Jesus.
Maybe like 500 might be a stretch. Like 350. 500 might be crazy.
Girl. And you know one thing that I'm definitely never doing?
What?
The drop.
Oh no, I don't like those. No, those drop towers, they be a little too tall for me. Like that is the thing that I'm like, absolutely not. Sometimes, yeah, and that's always like one ride I don't want to get stuck. Mm-hmm. That is the one that I'd be like, roller coasters. I'd be like, well, it's engineering, and you can't get, like, I know you for physics, you can't get stuck upside down. It's just momentum. You're going to go around. You're not going to get stuck. So I don't be concerned about rides that flip. I don't be concerned about that at all. I really don't be, even if I feel like a ride is going to get stuck, it's going to get stuck going up the hill. It's not going to get stuck going down. Momentum, it's going to go down. It's not going to get stuck.
You can say what you want to stuck.
So that's really the only thing. Like, oh, we're going to get stuck. We're going to get stuck going up. But once we make it up and we clear that first hill, I said, oh, baby, we straight. Unless there's like another hill down further down that we got to go back up another hill, then maybe. But no, I mean, I've been to Six Flags in Maryland. I have been stuck on a roller coaster before.
Never been stuck on a roller coaster.
Yes, that damn Joker's Jinx is the worst.
Oh my gosh. First of all, I don't even like that ride.
They need to shut that bitch down. Is it still exist?
I don't know. But in my younger years, don't get me wrong, I've gone on plenty of roller coasters. But I just feel like it was the thrill of like, oh my God, everybody, let's do it. We're going to be scared, but we're going to get through it together. Now, no. I don't want to get through nothing with y'all niggas. Sorry. I don't even care about going through an escape room and getting through an escape room with y'all niggas. Leave me alone.
Escape rooms? Absolutely not. Because people be pissing me off. Like, I realize like I can't do like group activities where it requires people to use their brains and think, because that be the shit that pissed me off. And I'd be like, you don't have two brain cells to rub together. Why are you in here being stupid?
And then I don't like that. Loved ones are idiots.
Yeah, I don't like that, because now we about to fight. I don't want to go get food afterwards. I want to go home because y'all are stupid.
Yes.
Like, get me out of here. I don't want to do this. I think the last time I went to one, it was like with coworkers. Like we did like a team. And I don't know why companies think that that's team building.
Well, technically, if you have to work together to accomplish a goal, that's team building.
Well, what happens when the team don't make it out? Fuck this team and fuck y'all. Because I'm competitive, even though we're competing against ourselves. Mm-hmm. I want to get out of this room, and I'm not going to be letting y'all bring me down.
Ain't going to bring me down.
And that's what they be doing. They be bringing me down. I'm like, nope, don't want to work with you. So escape rooms is not really like, my personality type is not built for escape rooms, because I'm cursing somebody out before we get up out of here. Yeah. If we don't get out of here, I got some choice words.
Understandable.
So yeah, it's that's not really my thing.
Understandable.
But yeah, my random thing, I would love to go skydiving and I don't even want to be a bartender. I just want to say I just checked that off my list. I did it.
Listen, we'll talk about that at a later date. Because I got some ideas.
Oh, Lord.
But I'm going to leave you alone right now because I don't got the capacity. So,
well, thank God. Thank God for
But when I do, just know I'm coming for you. Collect that tea. Yeah. Yo, let me tell you. Okay, so unfortunately, Teray missed I don't want to say missed, but she wasn't able to make it to one of our friends' 30th birthdays, right? And I know. I wish you were there. We would have. Well, we did have a ball, but you would have been cutting up. Okay.
Listen.
So we all was cutting up. It was 3 of us, and then like some of our other friends, her friends, whatever. Anyway, but the 2 idiots, me and Yana. Shout out to Yana. When we get around each other, we just act so idiotic.
Y'all was salsa dancing?
We were slow dancing, bumping and grinding, salsa dancing, hands on the knees dancing. We was cutting the rug. At one point I had to take off my shoes with J-Lo, and I didn't have no flats. And that only lasted for 10 minutes because I'm the type of person, I don't like certain feelings under my feet. And I don't know how the white girls just be walking everywhere with no shoes on. I can't do it. So I had to put my heels back on. But baby, when I tell you the next morning, I guess
sore,
sore and swollen and red. Like it was so bad. So bad. I had to put my compression socks on, auntie getting old.
girl.
But we had a time. And I don't remember what the point of me saying this was, but
because I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, you wasn't there, but it was just so crazy. Like I love being the new group of aunties. Like we really know how to have a good time. At least our friend group. And I say all that to say, if you ever want to know what my real personality is, just put me in a room with my friends. Yeah, just put me in a room. Put me in a room with these hoes, and you're gonna see what I really give.
But I feel like it's one of those things. Like even, I guess we've been friends so long. Like in different stages in life, like, personality wise, at everybody's core, we are the exact same people we've always been.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
exact same people. It's like, are y'all gonna grow up? Oh
no, not especially not around each other.
Around each other, absolutely not.
No, and I feel like that's the thing that I love the most. That like I don't have to think about how I'm presenting because like y'all hoes know me. Like literally, right. If we go throughout our friend group and everybody gives their first impression of each other, most people will be like, I thought Sierra's a bitch. I thought she was rude, but she's so funny. Like she's so fun. She's so this, so that. Like literally, that's just how it is. Like right. I don't know. So it's like I don't have to. I don't know. I feel like I can be my most unfiltered self around my core group of friends.
And that's how it should be. Like, who got time to be trying to be somebody different? I don't have the time, space, energy, none of that. Like, I really just, I don't.
Yeah.
It don't work out well for me. I don't want to do it. I don't want to fake. I don't want to pretend.
It's like, don't get me wrong. I do it all the time.
But yeah, but I don't really want to.
I don't really want to.
Or it's like one of those things, like, you have to be overly, I feel like in different groups of people, I have to be like overly self-conscious. And I hate that. I just be like, why can't I just use my real personality and say the shit that I really want to say? But then it's kind of like, mixed company, can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got to kind of constantly worry about what other people are going to say or think or what kind of narrative they're going to run with, even though it's just like, bitch, go to hell. Because why? But it's just like, it's just annoying, and who the fuck wants to have to deal with all that?
Yeah.
So I do feel like I find myself like being more like reserved in different spaces because I mean I'm naturally like a very shy person, but I literally just be like whole time just silent. Yeah. Because I'm like, I don't want to say the wrong thing, and then this person's like, oh, she said, I don't really have time for it.
Yeah, but I do feel like honestly, the Teray I first met versus who you are now, I definitely feel like age and like I don't know, like we first met and we hit it off immediately. We were already told that story plenty of times. But I feel like when we would go out, sometimes I'll be like, I know she's gonna hate me for this, but let's go. I'm like dragging, come on, Teray. Like
all right, fine.
Like here's Sierra go with her shenanigans. Oh my God. Why can't we just go to a restaurant?
No, we cannot. We have to go to some outside place. But I feel like you're everybody's outside person.
Yes.
Like, come on, let's go outside. And then, because I really feel like once we first started hanging out, it was kind of just like, that's what everybody was like, oh, this bitch is crazy.
Yeah.
Because I was always like one of those people that people were like, they couldn't get a read on. It was like, oh, she's quiet, but like,
there's something there.
There's something there, but I can't figure it out. And I will say, like,
I love a mystery.
I'm about to say, people have always been attracted to me, but not like physically or anything. But
could be. Shit, fuck it. Always been a bad bitch.
I'm cute.
Always been. Might have been a shy bad bitch, but you've been a bad bitch. Yeah.
Hello.
Clock that.
For the shot hoes. But yeah, it was just kind of like people have always been like attracted to me. And it's like, I don't fucking know why. Like, I don't even fucking talk to you. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, do y'all realize that I know more about y'all than y'all know about me?
But I feel like that's Me too. And I'm not shy, but I feel like I'm that way because I'm always oh, tell me more. And I really want you to tell me more. Like, you know how some people say, tell me more, and they're just like collecting data on you?
Yes.
I'm just nosy by nature. Like, if you're going to talk, oh, baby, I'm going to listen.
Yeah, like I'm not here to like, oh, I could use this later, girl. Trust me.
Yeah.
Once we finish this conversation, I probably won't even remember.
That's your AD.
I'm like, girl, I forgot about what you said 5 minutes ago. So please, I'm not here to collect nobody's secrets at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely feel like I've shown a lot more personality, and now it's kind of just whatever. Especially like around like my people. Oh, it's about to go down. And that's why I just feel like, I love y'all. Y'all are my people. The land of my people.
It's just so easy.
And everybody else, oh well, you'll never get to know this awesome personality.
Yeah, but I also think people just be acting weird. This too could be you if you stop acting weird.
Yeah. If you stop hanging on. And I also feel like people love to like report things. It's just like people love to report. So it's just like, let me like dissect every single thing because I want to find something to say. And it's just like, again, go to hell. Yeah. So I think my I guess the woman I've developed into now is kind of like still a little bit on the reserve side. Like if I don't feel comfortable around you, I'm just never going to feel comfortable around you. Like it just is what it is. Yeah. And then, but also in certain spaces, I'm like, I truly don't give a fuck. Like, I wish you really would. Please go ahead.
Yeah. I think for me, and that's going back into like showing up as the woman that I want to be and like being conscious of that every day. I feel like in my younger years, I truly did not give a F. Like the Twitter has been deactivated, but I will tell. No, I'm not going to tell you that because if we ever get famous, and y'all look it up, I'm not going to tell you what my Twitter name was, but just know that it got like that in real life and on internet streets. Okay, and I feel like I don't want to be that extreme level of her, but I also want to be like a polished girly, but like an unapologetic. This is what it is, girly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And right now I'm starting with my look, like experimenting with different looks and the sew-ins and all those different things. But personality wise, I'm just trying to get back to like being unapologetically me. And I feel like I go through spurts of where I try to do that. And then something will happen and I'll just be like, maybe I could just be myself inside. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like, no, like, I don't want to have to worry about that.
It's like, I feel like it's one of those things that when you start putting things out there and people make assumptions, it's just like, well, that's wrong. Like, how did you even how did 2 + 2 = 5? Like, that's not even right. That's not even right. That's not even me. And it's like, if you talk to people who actually know me, you wouldn't even come to this conclusion.
Exactly.
So then it kind of makes you, like I said, makes you kind of like second guess or be like, nah, I don't even know. I'm cool. I don't feel like that. I'll save this for girls that get it.
Yeah. And I also think the podcast has been helping me with that. Like, I've obviously been a talker online, but not necessarily my actual opinions. It would be more so like, okay, this is what I think about this product or, you know, very surface level things. But I do feel like just sitting here, opening up these mics and just saying whatever we want to say, not whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like, how we truly feel about certain things. And a lot of things people don't agree with. Check our TikTok. People be arguing in the comments frequently.
People be arguing with themselves. And I just be like, sometimes I read the comments and I be like, you're arguing with yourself because you can't listen and comprehend. That's what it is.
Literally.
It's a listening and comprehension thing. And a lot of times when I like read through the comments, I be like, oh, that No Child Left Behind. What y'all is back in the 2000s, honey. Because what? That's not what was said. Like when people were upset that I said that Rock the Boat was not that good of a song. And they're like, this has to be Rage Bait. Bitch, no, it's not. It's literally fact. If you look at all of the R&B songs from the 21st century, it's no way you ranking Rock the Boat there. And then people were trying to say that we said Aaliyah was 15 when she came out with the song. It's like, who said
didn't say any of that?
She was 15 on the list, number 15.
But I think people like that really just comment before they even listen to the clip.
I was just like, even listening to the clip, because I went back and I'm like, did I misspeak or like what happened? I listened to it again and I'm like, no, I didn't say she was 15 years old. I said being number 15 on the list. That's
Yeah.
Like, girl, I was born in the 90s. I know how old Aaliyah was when she passed. I know when she came out. When she came out, she was 15.
We were
So I
literally there.
don't need y'all to
We
try
were
to
there.
fact check me, sweetie. I was alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
We were there.
Was there,
The
ho?
North remembers. We were there. Okay.
Very, very much do. Very, 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 very much do.
So,
But you know, people don't read.
they don't.
Or
And
listen.
honestly, I had to, at first, I would be like trying to argue with people in the comments, but now I'm like, keep going, boost engagement. Like the clip that I was posted this morning, this girl commented on there the rolling the eyes emoji, and I said, "Oh, what happened?" Because why
like,
rolling your eyes? What we said? You offended? What we said? And then there's a people that just because our podcast name is Controversy and Chaos, then they're like, "Oh, they're just trying to be controversial." Bitch, no, this is really what the fuck I think.
Like, honey, please calm down.
Please.
Like, go drink some coffee. Go do something. It's first thing in the fucking morning. Did you brush your teeth before you commented that shit? I just be like, ugh, God. Y'all
They
are
probably sitting on the toilet taking their morning dookie. But that's what I be doing. I'll be scrolling.
just no, like, let's read and comprehend. That's what we need. Some good old reading and listening skills would be phenomenal for the people.
Yeah. Agreed.
Phenomenal. But
Speaking
yeah,
of
I feel
phenomenal,
like it's been a very slow week. I feel like it's been a slow month. It's slow but fast. Like, the fact that March is halfway over, I don't understand. The fact that March is halfway over, it feels like it just started, but it's over now. And there hasn't really been much going on. Outside of that Aspen saga, which was the newest shit, I was kind of just like, what? I didn't, the whole thing, like, for the first video, when she was just like, I included you, but you didn't confirm that you was coming, and now I booked this house and I paid, and now I'm hunting you down for your money, for the money. If someone does not confirm, that means that they're not going.
Yeah.
So I don't care, even if you were talkative in the group chat up until a certain point. When it comes down to the funds being
and I
paid,
feel like, yeah. And my
if
thing is,
you don't
always
say
have
yes,
a cutoff date. Yeah.
yes, and there's a cutoff date. Like, if you don't say yes by this date and confirm, I'm assuming that you're not coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give everybody the price without you. And then, later, if you decide you want to come, that might be okay. If there's space available, then we can reallocate. But I'm not going to ask people to pay more. If anything, you'll just pay less. Now, people who pay for something and then drop out, you're not getting your money back.
Yeah, no.
You're not getting your money back because we agreed to do this. And then you backed out after you already agreed, after deposits have been made. No, absolutely not. Yeah, so I was just very confused. And the more videos that the girl made, it was just like, you missing the plot, boo.
I agree.
Like,
That's
you
what I'm
just
like, I'm trying to
completely
understand,
glossed over the
but
whole situation. You paid for something and you're hunting her down for the money that she didn't confirm and say she was going. She did eventually. I hate when people do this as well. Like, you're not going, and just say, I'm not going. Because I know people in their mind, like, they be wanting to go.
But
And you
that's
be
why you
trying to
just
figure out,
be
like,
like,
okay,
yeah,
can I figure it out? But that's a communication thing. Like, all right, look,
yeah,
I really want to go for this trip. I'm trying to see how I can work it out and all of these things. I'm trying. But when it comes to the day that things need to be paid for, you need to have a decision on said day. And if you don't, the answer is no. You're not going.
Yeah. But even with that, I feel like even how, in the past, how we've done like girls' trips and things like that, or trips in general, it's like, okay, this is the date that we need to know if you're coming by. This is the date that, the money is going to be due. And if we don't meet those dates, then you're just not going. And that's okay.
Yeah. And it's like, I also understand, like, when you're booking Airbnbs and things for groups of people, it's not just like, oh, we could sit on this forever, because somebody else can come and take the house, take some of the days. Like, so it's like, you do kind of have to move a little bit quickly. I always like to do, like, okay, let's have a general budget. What is everybody okay spending for the house? Now, if people say, oh, I'm cool with like $500 a person, great. I'll get a couple options that's in that price range. Okay, we need to make a decision by this day. So at least we have options. Like, if one is taken, okay, we have a backup option. We can just do that same price range. It still accommodates everybody. There may have just been like a couple things like that the other house offered that was like, oh, I like this one aesthetically better. But whatever. Because you can't, it's not a hotel. You can't just hold it. And honestly, sometimes I be like, when people get shifty and it's just like all of a sudden it's people be going ghost, I'm like, baby, get me a motherfucking hotel.
Yeah.
So that way I can pay for my shit and y'all could do what y'all doing over there. Give me a hotel.
Yeah. But I also think that, like, I don't know, with our friend group, I feel like we've traveled or planned trips enough to kind of know how each person operates. So which leads me to say, a lot of times when people be going on these big girls trips, you're traveling with people who like is not even like in your core friend group, or like you don't even know like that. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm not
I don't
the
like doing that. I
yeah,
really
I'm not
don't like doing
traveling with
that.
a bunch of people I don't know. The only time I've ever did that was when I was in a wedding, and the bride's friends, I was familiar with them in passing, but like they weren't my friends. But there were still a few people that went on the trip that I actually was friends with. So that was the only time I've ever been on a trip with people who weren't in my actual friend group, and it worked out fine. But we were going for one common reason, so it's kind of like it wasn't just a just because type of trip.
Right. Yeah, like
So
those situations like bachelorette trips and stuff like that, eventually y'all kind of get to know each other. I hope at some point y'all have met. So it's not like, hey, I'm Teray. Like now I gotta tell you something fun about myself. Like, no, we're not trying to break the ice. Like I've met you before. We just
yeah.
like haven't traveled together. And then also, you know the people you could travel with and you know the people you can't travel with.
Well, sometimes you don't know until you know. But
Well,
yes.
yes, but if you've gone on multiple trips, you know I'm not traveling with that person. I just won't do it. I don't like their accommodations. I'm not doing it. I know I get very particular about the accommodations. So usually if it's a group trip, I will take care of the accommodations. I will plan, I will find the place, and then we can go from there. And also I'm way too grown to be staying somewhere I don't want to fucking stay.
Yeah, for sure.
I got my own shit. I'll see y'all later. I'll meet y'all, but I'm not sacrificing certain things. No, just not doing it. My peace of mind, your peace of mind. We're just gonna do it that way.
Yeah, because I also feel like at the end of the day, no matter the reason for the trip, you're still paying your money to go. So I don't give a damn if it's someone's birthday or what it's for. You should still be happy on said trip.
Right. And speaking of birthdays, the other hot thing on the internet, birthday cake etiquette. Is there such a thing?
Break it down for me. What you mean?
Okay. So there was a post. This guy, I love his videos. And he was basically just like, ordering chocolate cake on your birthday is fucking insane. Like, why would you do that? Why you only think about yourself on your birthday? Ew. Like, we don't want no fucking chocolate cake. And you know what? I'm inclined to be like, you bought a cake. You bought a cake for however many people to feed. That means that you want to share it. Your intention is for people to eat the damn cake. So why would you buy a flavor of cake that people don't fucking eat? Chocolate? Bitch, don't piss me off with no chocolate fucking cake. If I cut into a cake and the cake on the inside is chocolate, throw it away. I don't want it. Don't even put that shit on my plate.
I think it depends. Because if I'm just having a little dinner party and I'm getting like a little cake or whatever, if I like chocolate, which I don't. I mean, I like chocolate, just not chocolate cake. But if I like chocolate cake, then I should have what I want. But if you're having a party and you're hosting something, no. Like, yeah, I agree.
Like, why would you chocolate? People don't like that. That's like when people get red velvet. People don't like red. It's a very niche thing. So it's not like if you're inviting a bunch of people to celebrate, you should kind of have a general thing that, okay, the masses will like this.
Yeah.
Design wise, you could go crazy, design whatever you want, but you got to kind of think of the other people that are eating it. It's like hosting a dinner party, or I'm hosting a function at my house and I don't have food for people. Like general things that people would eat. I have all these like weird things. Like, what is this? I'm not eating that. Like, let's get some basic general things.
But I think that just goes back to the simple fact that some people are not hosts and they don't know how to host, whether it's their birthday or something, a game night, whatever. Like, I never could fathom the idea of people having a game night and not having refreshments.
Yeah, like.
So, and then it's already bring your own bottle. Okay, cool. But like, you don't even have some chips and dip in this motherfucker?
Nothing. And sometimes, like, I'm like, damn, do I be doing too much? Because when people come to our house, I'm very like, if we're hosting something, I really don't like for people to bring things. I'm like, no, we're hosting. Yeah. We got it. Like, if you want to bring like drinks or something, cool, fine. Go ahead, do that. I know a lot of people kind of were raised like, you don't show up to somebody's house empty-handed. Like, I understand that, but I also be like, no, I promise, like, I don't need anything. I'm good.
Yeah.
If you have any special dietary needs, that's the only thing. Because Colin's cousin, he's vegan. So like usually I try to make sure they have something. I don't go crazy. I'm not going to buy vegan mayonnaise and all this extra shit. I'm not making no Beyond Meat. I'll make you a cute little pasta.
Right.
Like, I'll make you a cute little pasta, no meat, you good to go. I'll do that.
Some little chopped up vegetables or something.
Yeah, like have you little things that you can eat.
Yeah.
Certain things I'm just not going to do, but at least have something. Like I made sure to try to include you. I know you don't eat anything else, but I'll have something for you. You're going to have something when you come. Everybody else, y'all, if you want something very, very specific, go get that shit yourself. But I'm going to host and have general things. And when it comes to birthdays, the same thing. Otherwise, you don't buy no cake. Just get you a little cute dessert at the restaurant and you could chocolate it down. Because you know a restaurant love to give you some fucking chocolate.
Sure do. But I also think that's because it's on the menu and most people are not ordering it. So if I'm giving it to you for free, take
like a little chocolate mousse, whatever. They love to give you some chocolate shit. I like chocolate, but honestly, like desserts and stuff, it's not really my thing. Like I don't eat brownies. I don't want no chocolate cake.
I just don't like chocolate
birthday cake. So it really pisses me off when people have nasty cake because I'm like, I really wanted that.
I specifically don't like chocolate cake because a lot of times it's dry. Now, I do like chocolate desserts. I love me a brownie. I love me a double chocolate chip cookie. I love chocolate mousse. But a chocolate cake, chocolate birthday cake specifically, that's where you lost me because, especially if it's like a sheet cake, no.
Absolutely not. Yeah, so that was the other thing. And some people were like, absolutely, like there is etiquette for this. And then somebody's like, it's my birthday, so I'm gonna get whatever I want. And I'm like, and then you're gonna be mad when nobody eat that shit. And you're
taking it home.
You spend 150, 200, like they be charging crazy for these cakes. You got this big ass cake and now nobody's eating it. You should have got you a little 6-inch little personal. And then you could have chocolated it down, girl. You could have had chocolate cake, chocolate frosting, chocolate writing, whatever it is that you want. You could have bust that down by yourself. But when you buy something big enough for 12, 15 people, this is saying that you want people to eat this. Yeah. Don't get mad when nobody fucking want it. Don't get chocolate. Don't get no chocolate. Red velvet is a niche one. It's like, girl, what the hell?
Yeah, also red velvet cake too. I don't really like red velvet cake, but I do like red velvet cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory. That's my favorite cheesecake dessert. That and the Oreo, and then the classic. Those are my top 3. But a regular red velvet cake, especially if it's layered, no, I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't really like. If I make it, I'll eat it because Tanisha, she loves red velvet. That is her thing. She loves it. Like I'll make it. I like the way I make it. But some people, that shit is nasty
because it be dry and they put too much cocoa powder.
It tastes exactly. It's dry. It tastes bitter. It's like it got that red taste. So you know, red has a taste, and it's like, ooh, I don't like this. This is nasty.
Because it's not.
So
made
it's just like, it's just like one of those things. Like, no, don't buy that. Get something, a cute little yellow cake. Even like, I love lemon. Most times, like I get a cake, it's gonna be a lemon. But I also like lemon and raspberry. Like. But I know that people might not like that. Like some people don't like fruit preserves in their cake. Cool. I wouldn't even do that. I would do it for me personally. Like I said, a little 6-inch. This is mine. A lemon cake. But sometimes just keep it simple. Get you a good buttercream, a good yellow cake, a moist cake. Like just keep it fucking simple if your intention is you want everybody to enjoy it with you.
Yeah. And I think that's fair.
Yeah. Like just come on now.
I think that's
and fair. Then the last thing that's all over my timeline, and I'm sure it's all over yours, and I need somebody to make a real good playlist. The YN R&B, they got it. They fucking got it.
I love it. But also, I feel like there's been a few artists that have done the whole YN R&B thing, but just on a more commercialized scale. Yeah. Any nigga with the last name Brown that does music, Bobby Brown, Chris Brown. Listen, those are the bad boys of R&B, okay? They've been doing young nigga R&B. Trey Songz, young nigga R&B. These are old niggas now. But to fast forward a little bit. But they still had like
core R&B like principles. Like they were singing about love. Like they wasn't like, these bitches. It was like, whoa, wait a minute. They wasn't saying that. Tenderoni. Like they was singing to the girls.
It was, but you gotta listen to the words, you know? And on the mixtape, Bobby Brown, he was just a bad boy in real life, but on the records, he was a lover boy. Now, Chris Brown and Trey Songz, the mixtapes versions of them.
Yes, different breed. Different fucking breed. Different breed.
But I love Young Rhythm and Bullets. I love it.
I love it, yes.
If King Von was still alive, he would make some good-ass girly, like, because, you know, the girls love King Von. Well, they did. You know what I mean?
Yes, and the girls love putting up trigger fingers in the club. Like, give us our young nigga R&B. Like, this is what we want. And make it sound good. Like, give me, you could put your little your little YN shit over top of a Key Sweat beat. I'm locked in.
Yes.
Like, I'm fucking
Yes.
locked in. I'm sold. Sold.
Make it
Gotta
last
have it.
forever. Make it
Hello?
last forever. There's this one guy in particular. I'm gonna send him to you, girl. He sings so good. These niggas really be singing
They
too.
be singing. They be
Like,
talented. That's the
yeah.
thing. Is they be fucking talented. And then you hear the song and you be like, wait, what?
Hold on.
But you know who also did a YN R&B like long time ago?
Ooh.
Fucking Sexy Red. For the people who were just introduced to Sexy Red at Pound Town,
Yeah.
go back, get on YouTube and search Sexy Red. Like, look at the shit she used to do before the Sexy Red you know now.
Yeah.
She was on it. She was on it. Like, and I remember when she came out and I looked, I said, wait a minute.
I know that girl. Yeah. Because she was going viral on TikTok.
Yes. I was like, I know her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to go and search for the video. I said, it is her. I loved it.
And it is.
I like that.
So I love the young niggas doing R&B. Also, speaking of R&B, I think R&B is having a little resurgence. I might be biased, but you know, Trey Songz put out a new song. And anybody in the comments, I don't care. I don't care. The man, he ain't in jail. Whatever he accused of doing, until he go to jail, well, even then, I'm not even going to speak on that. Because the music is the music. Okay?
Let's just move right along. He put out a new song. I had not heard that song, so I will go listen to it just so I know.
And I feel like his music has crack in it. He is the only artist, him and Chris Brown, them two are the only artists that when they put something out, I'm listening to it on repeat until I know all the words, which is only 24 hours. I don't know why. Like, I put the song on, it just felt so nostalgic. And that brings me to my prediction. He's going to put out an album this year. It's going to be called Songbook. And I need to DM his writer, Troy Taylor, and tell him he needs to do a remake of this one song that was on a mixtape back in the day. And it's called Gone Too Long. And he needs to remake that and make it like an adult version of it. I'm gonna DM his writer. Maybe I'll put
all
them in
that
a
I
group chat.
know is if he puts out an album, I need Jupiter Love energy. Like, you better get up there and start fucking crooning, nigga. Like,
Yodel me
and for the
down.
clips that I've seen of the Millennial Tour, like, he still sounds good. Because you know some people, they age and they be like, whoa.
I think all of them niggas still sound. They all sound the same. Yeah, they all sound the same.
But he definitely still sounds good. So I would be interested in hearing a new Trey Songz album. I would. Yeah. I liked his previous albums. He needs to stay
out of trouble.
He needs to stay out of trouble. He needs his hands to himself. Put your hands in your pocket, nigga.
Like, you don't got to be Mr. Bad Boy R&B. You're like 40. I love you down, but I need you to relax.
Like, you ruining it for everybody because you can't keep your hands to yourself.
Please
stop
being such a freaky frog.
Yes.
And if you're gonna be a freaky frog, put these hoes on an NDA and consent.
NDA, consent, and keep that shit private. I don't want to know about your freaky activities. Keep it yourself.
And also, I'm trying to decide if I am vibing with his braids because they haven't grown.
No,
right?
I'm not. I don't like it.
But also, it was something so nostalgic about him with braids. I'm like, because he never was like low cut with the deep waves. He's never had waves ever. He had the low cut, the Caesar. But I'm like, I think I vibe with the braids. Just like Chris Brown. Like, I don't like when Chris Brown do certain like hair styles, like the colored hair. I don't like that. The super beach blonde. I don't like that.
And it's like, and I feel like it'd be a phase. I'm like, were you going through something when you decided you wanted to just do this real quick and then took it off and was like, all right, let me cut my hair off? And at least for men, they could do that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna bleach my hair, but I can also cut this shit off real quick. It's gonna grow back. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes it just be like, Chris, can we not?
Also, I just pray to the Lord that if he puts out these tickets, they not head cracking in price.
I paid for the VIP tickets and we paid $400 and we sat like really close up. So if you don't buy those, like the VIP package, honestly, I felt like it necessarily wasn't worth it. Like, I sat in a great area, but for
it wasn't,
I guess the tier package that I got, it wasn't really worth anything for me to be doing all that. So I wouldn't do that again. I could just get a regular ticket. I feel like the ticket prices were very, very good. Yeah. Like, it's not Beyonce madness. You can calm down. You can get into Ticketmaster. You can buy said tickets and then go on about your day. But I will say it's just easier. Like, if there's a pre-sale that you can get into, just do that because ain't nobody got time for all the shit. And it's not as many pre-sales.
Yeah.
So I think the last time it was like a Citibank pre-sale or something like that. It's like you could do it that way and just get the ticket,
Also,
and I'm gonna go too.
maybe we'll go together. If Chris Brown and Trey Songz will go on tour together, again, because the last time they did that was like what, 2012? Because I went to that concert. That was the last time I saw Chris Brown. I saw Trey Songz since then, but it was a long time ago. It's like 2011, 12 era, like maybe 10. I don't know, but that era.
Maybe
If they go on tour again, I would love that. And also throw in Bow Wow, because we could talk about this at a later date, but I am so happy to finally see people giving Bow Wow his flowers, because they would really act like he's not a legend. Like,
yeah,
I don't know why. Sure, he grew up and was like a little corny, but he's a child actor, a child rapper, a child star. They are all corny. Keke Palmer, Nick Cannon, Raven Simone. All they know is theatrics, okay? But he is an icon. He is a legend. Yeah. Please. So yeah, and I'm staying on it.
Okay, period.
Yes, I still got my Bow Wow t-shirt, but I don't wear it. I'm preserving it because the face is all cracked up. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we need to get her a new shirt. Howard, please get her a new shirt. Thank you.
ASAP.
We appreciate that. Love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the glam is done.
I didn't know lashes, but that's because I don't know where my lashes are. I need to order some. So
this lash right here is kind of irritating me, but I might take it off and redo it. I don't know.
I did a little wing.
Little
wing.
Cute. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well,
that was episode 58.
News to me. Anyway.
Bye, y'all.